The Acqua di Gio line by Armani consists of some of the best aquatic fragrances that are on the market. But which one should you buy? Well, today we're going to look through 3 of the best fragrances from the line of Acqua di Gio by Armani so you can decide which one is best for you. Enjoy the video. Now I'm going to do these in order from 3 to 1, so my favourite one is going to be at the end of this video. We're going to start off number 3. This is Acqua di Gio Profondo. This starts off very light and very airy. All of these are going to be aquatic fragrances. That is in the name, Acqua di Gio. They're going to be aquatic, they're going to be mineral based fragrances. This one starts off very airy, very aquatic, and there's a nice there's a mandarin note in the opening, but it's kind of a green mandarin, so you're not going to get much fruitiness or much sort of juiciness in this. It's going to be more kind of on the fresh, airy, salty vibe, and in this I do get some nice saltiness. As this dries down, the fragrance turns kind of salty, which adds to the marine, the aquatic feel, which I really like. There's a patchouli note in this, but it's really faint. I don't get much patchouli. It's kind of in the background, and I think it just helps blend everything together. In terms of performance, I get okay performance with Profondo. I don't really get great performance from many fresh fragrances. If there's a fresh fragrance that performs really well on me, then that is a rarity, and most of them disappear quite quickly. It must be my skin chemistry. And while we're on performance, performances are very kind of a personal subject, I think, because it can really depend on a lot of different factors. It can go between the weather, your skin chemistry, how much you apply, how moisturised your skin is. There's so many different variables. So I'm actually really interested to know, is the performance something you want me to talk about? Please let me know down in the comments, because I don't know whether it's something that's relevant to you, if you really want me to talk about performance and it's interesting, or it's not really important. So let me know down in the comments. But as performance of the Profondo, it projects nicely for the first, I'm going to say 45 minutes, an hour, and then it really falls flat. On my skin, that is. You might have a very different experience, but for me the performance is lackluster, and it is nice for the first, the first 45 minutes to 1 hour. It projects nicely, you get this lovely marine, aquatic saltiness, but it dies flat, and then you're left with a skin scent for the remaining hours. Overall, this is a nice fragrance. I think it's going to be really good to wear when it's really hot outside. Imagine that you have been in a really hot environment, you've been at work all day, and you come home, have a cold shower, and then you spray this on, or you're on holiday somewhere, you've been on the beach all day, and you go home and take a shower. This will work really nicely. It's going to really kind of make you feel refreshed, I'm going to say. It's a really refreshing fragrance, but I don't think it makes a great signature fragrance simply because the performance is not there, and we have to appreciate that it's number 3 in this list for a reason. We're going to move on to the new Acqua di Gio Eau de Parfum. Now, to be fair, I've only had this for a few days, so I've not had a huge amount of chance to wear this, but I can tell you straight in the opening, this is very aromatic compared to Profondo. This doesn't have the mineral notes and the aquatic notes straight away. They're in there, but they are more in the base. This opens up with a really nice lavender and a sort of clary sage note, so I pick up on the lavender really quickly, so it gives this really interesting aromatic touch that wasn't in the Profondo. This also has the green mandarin. It's very similar to the green mandarin that is in Profondo, so it's not going to be juicy or sparkly or anything. It's just a nice green note that mixes well, I guess, with the mineral and the aquatic notes. But the main players in the opening of this are going to be the lavender and clary sage, which is really nice, relaxing, and aromatic. I find this new one to be a very clean fragrance, so I can imagine this to be a very good choice for the office. If you're thinking about a new fragrance you want to wear to work, you want something that's really going to be clean and kind of project that office safe vibe, this is going to be a good choice. But I will say that there's another fragrance that does what this is supposed to do, but does it better, and that is also a relatively new release, and that is HERMES H24. I think if you had to choose between these two, I'd go for this. This one does everything better. It's more interesting, it lasts longer. I think it's a really interesting creative release by HERMES, and it's really modern as well, so I think this one is a better choice. In terms of performance with the EDP, slightly better than the Profondo, but again, it's nothing to write home about. Projects nicely again for the first hour, smells really nice, but it does die down on my skin quickly, unfortunately, but slightly better than Profondo. So this is at number 2. This is the new Acqua di Gio EDP. We're on to number 1, and I bet you can guess what my number 1 is already. This is Acqua di Gio Profumo. Now, I'm going to be honest, it wasn't really a close race between these 3. This one is by far, in my opinion, superior to the other 2 and the other Acqua di Gio fragrances. This is the best one. I think it's the most interesting, it's the most creative. It has a lot of interesting qualities that we're going to get onto. In this, you're going to have the patchouli note, which is in the Profondo, but it's stronger. You can really smell the patchouli note, and you've got a really interesting incense, and the incense is not in any of the other 2, and that really helps bind all the notes together, creates some depth, some character, and helps push this fragrance out, so it makes this a lot more long lasting. I find this fragrance also to be very relaxing. You've got a beautiful rosemary note as well as the sage as well, so it's very relaxing. You can imagine after a hard day at work and you're stressed out, you come home and you spray this on, or even just smelling it from the cap, it's so relaxing. I think that's a really good quality from this. This is the Acqua di Gio Profumo. Now I think this Acqua di Gio Profumo is going to make the perfect signature scent. If you're somebody that wants a signature scent that you can wear all year round, so you only own, let's say, 2 or 3 fragrances, you're going to have a signature scent that you can wear in any occasion, and you might have a special 1 or 2 that you wear on very special occasions, that, you know, are expensive ones that you barely wear. This is going to be a very good choice for you because you can wear this anywhere, it's going to work. The other 2 I wouldn't recommend wearing in the autumn or the winter or anything because they're just not gonna project. No one's gonna be able to smell them. But this will work. This will still last you a good amount of time in the winter, and it's still gonna be very pleasing. It's still gonna smell really nice in all seasons. You can wear it anywhere. You can wear it on date nights. You can wear it to the office. You can wear it going out with your friends. You can wear it to the gym. Literally any occasion, this is going to work. So this is going to be in the same vein as like a Bleu de Chanel, a Dior Sauvage. It's going to be a similar fragrance that you can wear anywhere, a jack of all trades fragrance. So the winner of this, not a close race, was Acqua di Gio Profumo. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you got something out of this video. If you are looking to buy an Acqua di Gio fragrance, I think it's obvious which one I would go for. I know there's some interest around in the new Acqua di Gio EDP. Now it is a nice fragrance, but I still think that this one does it better. So if you're going to choose between new EDP or the HERMES H24, go for this. And as I said, if you're looking for a perfect signature fragrance that is going to be well liked by everyone, it's going to perform well, and it's going to be one that is going to relax you and make you feel confident, go for this. This is, turn it around, this is Acqua di Gio Profumo. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you soon in my next video. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you soon. Take care.